I'm going to.
Oh yeah, the quality of the camera is actually different. It feels
Yeah,
different.
on my part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just using web camera today, so that's why it is. But next Monday, I'm
And
gonna
who's
have.
working behind you? Is this Marco?
Yeah, it is. It
Also,
is.
that's his spot on the office.
Yeah. Ken should be here. Let's let him in. What's the
Oh,
sound?
wait.
Oh, maybe. I
Which
can't
one will
accept
be
him.
my spot on the office?
Wait a second. I can't
Okay.
let Ken in. Oh yeah, I hear
Well,
you.
he's here.
Perfect.
Hey, what's up, my man? My man calling double tubs.
Whoa.
Calling the market.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Come on, baby. You know how we do.
Good morning, brother. How are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm very good. How are you? What did you have this morning? Yes.
I'm actually getting Monster here instead of water.
Oh, fair.
So I'm
fair,
pretty
fair.
much like in flames right now. I was just talking to Jake because I got a new iPhone and I'm using it as a camera now, and it looks completely different. It's like a different quality here.
Yeah, it looks really sharp, to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I never had like a webcam because it's different like for Macs, but then I can use my phone, right? So I just need
Yeah,
like a
man,
better
it's true.
angle. Yeah, I think like I need like a better angle because you guys looks like sharp.
I like it. I like it.
So many.
Oh,
Jake,
right
why are you
now.
in the
I won't
office?
be. Yeah, I was just saying that I've downgraded to webcam as Angel upgraded.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm in the Prague's office today. We're gonna do some recordings, so that's why
Brag
I'm having
one.
this different station at this
Fair.
moment. But on Monday I'll be back with the usual. And it's guys, it's confirmed. It's 100%. On Monday we're gonna be joined by the Oliver, the trader from
Beautiful.
Switzerland. I don't want to get it wrong. Either Denmark or Switzerland. I hope I'm not going to insult him by not remembering the country, but he already has earned with E8 over $225,000. So
Right.
he probably will
Holy
have
cow.
some insights to share. Yeah, it's gonna
Bro,
be pretty interesting.
I didn't know Chaitanya actually was a good trader. He's been actually requesting payouts back and forth these previous weeks, and he's only trading gold. So that's interesting.
Chaitanya, by the way, if I didn't say that, congratulations. He have received the second payout. Congratulations, man. Good job. And by the way, he told me, I was asking him, and he told me that he was selling the gold and made the payout. So I don't know how that was possible, but yeah, kind of probably scalping it, but still very impressive result.
My man is killing it. That's great.
Yeah, from giveaway account to payouts. Solid. It's a solid one. Okay, let me also set up all the charts and the chat. Let me see. Trading gold.
Okay, so
The first message. I'm scared of trading gold now. Yeah, we are in kind of. I'm looking at the chart, and if you go, I'll cut it out. But I think it was 2 or 3 streams ago. We said we're gonna hit the 4.3 level. I'm gonna find it tomorrow. I'm gonna clip it on my story, and we almost there. Well, almost. We reach out a little bit above it, 4.381. But I still believe. I don't know how about you, Ken, but I still believe we're going to reach 4.5. I'm not sure if that's going to happen now because that might be the fear of the end of the government shutdown in the US that basically drives the dollar. And with dollar momentum, we see gold being pushed in a correction. But if we actually going to bounce from the level down here from 4,000, then I'll be expecting new higher again. What are your thoughts, Ken, on gold? How do you see things?
Yeah, same as you. That where we've bounced around 4K basically. If this sort of 450, 4,000 area doesn't hold, it's going to be a much deeper bloodbath. I mean, and I wouldn't be surprised. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised if we pull all the way back to sort of 3,500 if this doesn't hold. It will be like a snowball. We've seen it
So
before.
if we break below 4K, you mean if we break below 4K, we're going to the top of this range, which is basically 3.5. Is that what you're saying?
I will stick my big nuts on the chopping boards.
If you actually, if you go to the weekly
listen.
time frame, you'll see it because there's a gap there. If it doesn't hold, it's gonna look for the next one, and the next one is quite fair, like at 3,500. So yeah, I'm with you guys as well there.
Yeah, it is this range, the top of
it.
it.
Man,
It's around that.
Definitely. I think, as you picked up on, Jake, as well, like if these issues get ironed out, i.e. US and China are obviously meeting this week to kiss each other's butts to try and get, to try and get this deal sorted in Malaysia. And then obviously if the government shutdown's all good and rosy, then obviously gold will pull back very fast.
Yeah. Angel, do you use fair value gaps on gold as well?
You can use it on everything, but for gold, I like to check them only on the daily and the weekly time frame, because if you look, most of the previous reaction and retracement, like there are just tiny retracement, they're all reacting from a fair value gap there on the daily time frame. Yeah, like this one right here on 3,600, the one at 3,700, and so right now we're on the weekly gap. That I will want to see then the price bounce and getting back to the highs. If not, then as Ken just said, we were going to see a deeper retracement finally. And it's hard, because you don't call the tops that easy when you're trading. So my man Ken has some inside info for sure, because oh my God. I mean, it was just
that was
going
pretty nuts,
up.
Right?
He's like, okay, now we might see a double top, and that's experience talking, guys. So just always keep in mind that, because you don't see that too often,
Yeah, man. It just, exactly that, Angel. It just, so many years at staring at these charts and you see these things, and you just understand. You become one almost with the chart.
Like when you call it, I was like, oh my God, this is just going on. Well, this could be just a double top. It's just like, I was pretty much hesitant. I was like, I would want to see that playing out. Just seeing it. Just it's crazy. I'm sorry, but it's crazy. Yeah, big shout out in the chat to Ken, because my man is crazy this week.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
I was talking to Jake, by the way we want to do like competition, the way we want to do the things with Discord, is preparing something for everyone. So you guys keep tuning into that.
I think we're gonna launch it next Wednesday, because on Monday we're gonna have the trader, the successful EA trader. So I think on Wednesday next week we can launch it, and till that I'll probably just update people within the Discord. Yeah, but to that thing with an experience, I mean, Joe had a great conversation on the London Prop Firm Expo with a trader who had 35 years in Forex industry, so trading 35 years. That's basically then just, you don't need to do analysis or mark up the levels. You just see the charts and you're just going from the memories, from the experience probably. You must have seen so much in the 35 years of trading and watching the charts, that then possibly just staring at the blank chart with no analysis, and you can tell potentially was the higher probability for the market to go up or down.
Well, after 35 years, I'd be trading blindly. Like, I just woke up and then just press buy and sell. That's crazy. That's a lot of time, a lot of experience. You see euro dollar trading lower. I want to see the lows getting taken.
Yeah, actually, I was about to consider longs when we hit 1.16, but I didn't really believe that we're going to get there, or we're going to bounce there. So I would love to go longs, but the government shutdown, trying to just avoid the dollar. But the trade on euro, New Zealand dollar went well. We're still dropping, and I was just selling the New Zealand dollar Swiss franc today. When we hit the 0.458, we're still around that level, and I think that it's going to be swing trade for me. But I started selling here as well. Ken, do you wanna start as usually, or would you like me to go through some charts?
Yeah, if you just start a moment, I'm just quickly doing something, and then
Sure.
I'll get stuck in, my man.
Sure. So
Yes,
as
sir.
for what I'm trading right now, as I said, the New Zealand dollar and Swiss franc, again, I'm going to probably repeat myself from last Monday. No analysis with Swiss franc, but generally speaking, Swiss franc is one of the strongest currencies in past not weeks, months, but also years. Very stable one. I don't think there's going to be happening something regarding Swiss franc that would have negative impact. At least there are no signs for it. So that's why I'm going. That's why I picked the stable currency, and I'm taking shorts on a New Zealand dollar because I still view New Zealand dollar as one of the weakest currencies among the major ones and the minor ones. So that's what I'm trading at this point. I wanted to go long on Euro New Zealand dollar, but once we cross the 2.025, I decided we can go a little bit lower. But I'll be again looking for longs. I don't know what recently happened in euro area. Doesn't make much sense why euro should be weakening that much. I don't know if that's a situation in France. Maybe Ken will have then more insights. But for me, euro just experiencing a correction. So I would say that euro New Zealand dollar could reverse somewhere at this level. Hopefully, I'll be looking at. Price reacted several times to the level 2.015. Then we've got 2.013 as the zone where I'll be looking for potential reversals. So that's for the New Zealand dollar. The pound, the CPI. Let me pull out the numbers. Give me.
Yeah, it
give
was
me a
lower
second.
today. CPI cooled.
Yeah,
Which
I don't
obviously,
know what exactly was the number. Do you recall that, Ken?
yeah, it
Or
came in at 3.8%. Markets were expecting 4%. 3.8 markets were expecting, and the core came down quite as well to 3.5, which is very important.
yeah,
Core CPI came down. So obviously that gives room now for Bank of England rate cuts, because obviously we couldn't be considering rate cuts with inflation so high. So now this is it's a little bit of a pound negative, to be honest. Hence why GP, if you look across the board, GP is an underperformer
yeah,
today.
it's fallen. It's fallen. Pound is the weakest currency today. If you take a look
Correct.
across the board, we've got a pound the weakest. Swiss franc also the second weakest now, but generally speaking, if you take a look at the charts, we just experienced correction, and then we've got euro falling down with the pound.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I think that markets are just suggesting that the Bank of England can turn to more dovish tone with that CPI print, expecting announcement of the rate cuts in the near future, and more members turning to the dovish policies. So pound could be in upcoming days might be getting weaker. I think we just now getting back to where the news, or where was the price, where was the market when the news happened, and then we're going to bounce the same way we did with the New Zealand dollar 2 weeks ago, when there was also 50 basic point cut. Market reacted. Let me see. Let me show you on the charts, so you know what I'm talking about. So euro New Zealand dollar. It happened here. Basically, this was the 50 basic points rate cut. Then market retraced back for the orders where the fundamental happened when the cut happened, and then we accelerated towards the upside. So I'll be probably expecting pretty much the same for the pound. If we're gonna get some retracement on the pound currency pairs, then I'll be probably selling again. I don't know if I'll go with pound and dollar, because dollar is still not very clear whenever they want to open the government again, and the government shutdown or not. What else I would trade with pound then? Probably the pound Swiss franc towards the downside. Doesn't look bad at all to me. At the same time, the euro pound, which I was saying that we're going to accelerate, we did that just based on the news. We didn't create a new high. We ranging. So I just said I'm not gonna get into it because I just got stopped out 2 times already. So I'll be probably going with the pound and Swiss franc towards the downside, something like that. Well, I'm waiting till we reach at least the levels where we were before the news. What about you, Ken? Are you preparing any trades on Euro US dollar or GBP US dollar? Because for me, it's kind of risky at this point.
Yeah, not active Euro USD. I am active in a couple of dollar pairs right now, which I'll break down in a moment.
Okay.
I'm long
Yeah, okay,
UJ,
sure.
I'm in long UJ, I'm in long dollar CAD. Yeah, man.
Oh, you long on that many positions?
Dollar CAD and dollar yen.
Oh, dollar CAD and dollar yen. Okay. Dollar
Yeah.
yen. I'll take a look. But the GU shorts looks really good. I think we'll continue. I don't think we're gonna do that pullback even.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in terms of like, I think these dollar pairs look a little bit vulnerable at the moment. Really, when you look obviously on the daily time frames, the structures are bearish. You know, the structures are bearish, and G is in the process of a lower low right now. You know?
GU, yeah, kind of. I think we can reach 1.325. I think that's possible.
Yeah, I believe we will.
Yeah, we kind of still, to me, it looks like a ranging rather than a strong downtrend. Well, it is structurally it's a downtrend because we're creating new lower lows, but it's a very slow one to be honest. Yet still,
Yeah, man.
we might cross that 1.325. I was hesitating to sell. I was selling the Euro USD. I didn't sell GBP USD. Actually, Marco did, and he did at the very top. Just based on technical analysis, took a few points to him. I think he was going to share the analysis on the YouTube, on Ian Market's YouTube channel very soon. But till then, I'll probably wait till next week. I'm still very hesitant regarding the shutdown with US dollar, with the shutdown in US. And then you said US dollar, Japanese yen.
USDJPY. Well, finally trading USDJPY after a long time.
Oh yeah, baby.
Long time.
Yeah, the structure made too much sense for me to not get involved, to get into bed with it. You know, I had to get right into bed with you, Jay. To be honest.
Did you enter before the news, or
What's
after
that?
the news? Did you enter before the news or after the news?
I entered this morning. What news?
This morning. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought you talking about pound and Japanese yen. You're talking about US dollar, Japanese yen, which I'm looking at. Yeah, that's not bad. This morning, so
there was
on these two.
So basically, there was a double bottom around. So we had a bit of a liquidity sweep at the Asian range low. If you look, so we double bottomed out there, and now we're playing out for this potential clearance of the resistance at the Asian range high around 152. There's a neckline there, but also the Asian range high.
Okay, yeah. So it was recently today, and you're targeting new high highs on a swing trade on daily. All the way
I'm being, Jake, to be honest, I'll share my screen in a minute, but I'm being very, I think I'm being pretty wishful. I'm going from big ass swing into 156.
156 up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like a 600 pips trade. That's crazy.
You better believe it, brothers.
I believe you. I don't know if I believe
the market. Yeah, I do as well.
It's a long trade. Also buying dollar, selling Japanese yen. You should be also earning on swaps as well. Not as much as a few months ago or last year, but still could be beneficial for the position. But that's
guys, what's the biggest swing that you ever caught? Like the amount of pips?
Good question. I caught something by accident during COVID, GJ shorts, where I managed to, like, I'd say it wasn't, I don't know if it was the biggest swing that I've ever caught, but it was the fastest move that I've caught. And it was like just shy of 600 pips. GJ spiked to the downside. It's in March. I remember specifically because I was in Bali at the time. And it spiked down like 600 pips. And it was like the fastest. I didn't even have, on that trade, I didn't even have like a TP. I just had a stop loss on it. And fortunately, I was obviously on the right side with the COVID, the safe haven flows. And then, yeah, man, I saw it in real time, literally, and then caught it and closed out. So that was the fastest move because it happened within, like, I mean, freaking seconds, to be honest.
Yeah, GJ is like kind of like a fast pair to trade, kind of tricky as well. I tried on my old days of Forex. I tried to trade GJ. It's one of the best. I think it's one of the best pairs to trade because you can apply everything to it. Every single strategy is going to work.
Based on what I'm seeing on a 1 hour gold chart, I think we're going to create new lower low. It's just a few dollars, I think.
Yeah, which low is that the Asian low, right? It will be nice to see a manipulation from the Asian low and then a rejection, and then I change in the market structure to take the high.
Yeah, if I would be scalping now, I'll be probably scalping towards the downside.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna break this down. We're gonna break this down, and then we'll see.
Nice
We've got this
sweep
range
before.
based on the ranging and the correction right here. So I think we're gonna hit the bottom of this, which is about 3.943. I think so. But for me, even if we get as low as this level, 3.340, I wouldn't still take it as we break below it, because then we can, in the last few hours, we can push back and still close above 4,000 level.
Yeah, I mean, it's gold. We can see just a long wick right there to just liquidate everyone that is trailing stops, and then we can just continue higher because it's gold, you know?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, the weekly chart on gold looks
weekly chart
crazy. Yeah, atrocious. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is crazy. Well,
so that's
thing
2
that we
months
finally get in the correction.
Trading higher.
We are waiting for that correction for like past 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So we finally get in one. I mean, if you count this as a correction, even though we did not really go down, we were mostly going sideways. So yeah, it could be counted as one. Now I think we are getting one. The important is just find out where it's going to turn. I'll be watching the 4,000, then the 3.8, and then 3.5. Those three levels I'll be watching.
Agreed. 100%.
I'm going to highlight it here. Just
well said. Yeah, and the 3.8, well said on there. I have that marked up as well.
3.8 as well.
Yep.
I don't know where is my okay. Just gonna highlight it so I don't forget. I'm gonna watch this one. Oh no, 38,000. Definitely not. And I'm gonna watch as well 3.5. These ones.
Someone is buying gold in the chat.
Sorry?
See, someone is buying gold in the chat. Is Sam? He's
gold,
like,
please
gold,
buy
please.
For sake of... okay.
Oh no, you're in gold longs.
Oh.
Brave.
Well, it's not good. Looking at the lower time frame, that's not good. If you're in the longs, because this structure doesn't tell me that we're going to reverse towards the upside now. I'm not much of a price action guy, but I saw a lot of candles, saw a lot of charts in 10 years, and this doesn't tell me that we're going towards the upside now.
You know, the low looks weak, but well, it's gold. We never know. We might then just sweep highs. Let's see what happens at 9:30. We'll still have like 4 minutes. That's the golden hour for gold.
Someone said USD Swiss franc. Let's take a look. USD Swiss franc shorts. Well, the thing is, I would love to go for USD Swiss franc shorts, but at this point where dollar is somehow strong, I don't feel like to. We didn't create new low. Then we got pushbacks, or sellers were pushed back, buyers, kind of a strong momentum. So I wouldn't sell now, Newton, because we've got a big ass bullish candle here, and we are still going towards the upside. So
yeah, it looks bullish.
To me as well. And that's a daily chart on 4 hour. Well, on 4 hour doesn't look that bad, but still, I wouldn't do it, at least not now. Don't get me wrong, there's not a single currency pair that I wouldn't like to sell against Swiss franc at this point, but I'll probably wait with this one. Canadian Swiss franc also with the correction, so it might be actually good for shorts. If we reach out to 0.57, I would be considering going for shorts on Canadian dollar. Do you have any insights on Canadian dollar? I don't think that there's something happened that would basically change the trajectory of Canadian dollar, right?
Not at the moment. We had obviously that higher CPI. Excuse me, that higher CPI yesterday from Canada, but
did we?
it doesn't. Yeah, CPI came out higher on Monday or Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
Oh yeah. I see.
Tuesday, yeah. CPI coming higher for Canada. So obviously that means less room for the Bank of Canada to cut rates, which is obviously a CAD positive, but it's not really a CAD positive in the grand scheme of things because the economy is still relatively soft. Underperforming. You know, I've given my ranks. NZD's at the top, CAD's second. So yeah, it was a short-term gain, and I think eventually we'll still see underperformance with CAD.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
And the PMI is on Friday, guys. But just before I forgot about it, the PMI is starting Friday 8:15. I think that's a UK time. But I'll be probably creating a stage on Discord. So basically, it's like a voice channel, and I'll be trading live the PMIs in the Discord on that voice channel. So just so you know, watch out if you're not in the Discord community. Please join it now because we're going to make a lot of changes, and the Discord is going to be actually really awesome in upcoming weeks. But yeah, I'll be having the live on Friday on the Discord. Hopefully, it's going to go the way I want to. So hopefully, we're going to get the European crossing the 50. I'm kind of hoping that the manufacturing in Germany, which the services in France and manufacturing in Germany are for the Europe the most important PMIs, and if they're crossing because they are below 50, so if the manufacturing in Germany will cross from 49.5 to 50 or 50.5, then I'll be you'll see Euro spiking, then a little bit of correction reversing back, and then spiking again. I saw it so many times, so that's why I want to have the call and probably trade it right after, because we can't trade news, right? But the second spike happens usually an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 after the news is released, when also market returned a little bit. I don't know what I thought it's going to be on Thursday, but yeah, it's Friday. We've got any news for tomorrow? Retail sales from Canada, some speeches, and jobless claims from US. So not much. And then Friday, the CPI from US, of course, if the government issue is sorted out. Let me see the chat. Forgot to take a look there. What time on Friday? I am Sam. About 8 a.m. UK time. I'll be probably live on Discord because 8:15 are the first PMIs from France, where I'll be looking for the services PMIs, and then 8:30, 15 minutes after, we've got manufacturing PMIs from Germany, and 30 minutes after that, we've got Euro area PMIs. And then another 30 minutes, the UK PMIs. But I usually trade when this happens, the scenario that I told you, crossing the 50 or having unexpectedly good numbers, good data. I usually trade it like 2-3 hours after the move. The first move is done. Okay. Do I have any other markets that we can tune into? I'm gonna probably give you a break, and we'll give it an Angel before. If you have done some additional insights, if not, we're good to go. But I'll let Angel to have an indexes analysis.
Yeah. I'll do mine right at the end. It's fine. All good.
Yep. All right. Angel, can you? I'll stop sharing
of course.
the screen. If you can take a look at indexes.
Alrighty, guys. Okay, so Today on the Nasdaq, I'm pretty much bullish, but we're stuck on this range right here. As you guys can see, we're pretty much on this range. We didn't move that much, so I want to see one of the side of the range getting swept. In this case, of course, is the sell side because I want to see longs. And right below this low, which is the previous daily low, right? There's a daily gap right here on Nasdaq, right? Which is this gap here. So I will want to see then this daily candle right here in the current session to trade below the previous daily low, right? Manipulate, and I will want to see then some sort of reaction and change in the market structure in between this gap here to trade right higher, right? When, right? When. So right now, if we go to the 4-hour, we have this candle here. So what I would want to see is this candle creating some sort of wick to reject this price right here. Because if we have like a big bearish candle and we have like some sort of engulfing close right here, then I will want to be pretty much hesitant. I will want to wait for the price to actually develop and show me that it will want to continue going higher. But then it will be nice if at 10 a.m. opens, right, we swap the low from the previous candle, which is going to happen in like an hour, right, at 10 a.m. So if 10 a.m. opens and we have like a wick and then we have a wick here, I will want to see the price rejecting and then trading to all-time highs, right? That's what I want to see for the Nasdaq right now. Let's see the way we're going to trade. I was expecting this low getting taken right here because the way we were trading. Yesterday I took 2 longs, guys. I took 1 loss and 1 break even on 2 longs, right? And the break even was because I was holding that much that I wanted to see this high, which was the Asian high, and I want to see, of course, all-time highs. And it did not happen. I took a long here at 10 a.m. exactly. It was pretty much the same setup that we're going to see today. 10 a.m. opens, swap the previous candle low. We were tapping into a gap. So I was pretty much waiting for that reversal that I took. It didn't happen. Price just got stuck into this range. So now we're seeing the same. We want to see what happens between this stream and once the stream is over, because then I want to see did making here. I want to see then. I'm going to wait. I want to wait on the lower time frame to take longs and see if we can trade back and take the opposite liquidity. I guess it's pretty much the same with ES right here. If you guys look at ES, we have this low here. It's liquidity. We can see then a liquidity sweep from there. If we go to the daily time frame, is a gap on the daily time frame as well. Right, I'm going to wait until that gets tapped into. Right, so it's going to be pretty much like this. I want to see then a reaction from here and the price trading back higher, right, into this high. Of course, the first target for today is going to be this high. It's going to be the previous daily high, so the place is going to be from previous daily low reaction to previous daily high. Of course, the final target is going to be all-time highs, but keeping in mind the current market condition and the way we're trading, we're pretty much consolidating. We're pretty much in the range of most of the time during the government shutdown and all the things that are going on right now. I want to take the most obvious target. Of course, it's going to be previous daily high, and then I might leave a runner to all-time highs if we do have the opportunity to take longs here on this gap right. The YM was different, which is the Dow Jones. Sorry about that, because if you guys see here, we took the low. We finally have the candle closure just above the gap that we were waiting to confirm the longs, and that happens here. And right after, we took all-time highs. So the next day, that was pretty much the next day. So this one, I'm going to stay away because we already took the liquidity and we already took the targets that I was waiting. So I will want to see the price to build and develop. We do have a gap right here as well, just below the previous daily low. So then it will be nice to see some sort of retracement back into this part of the range, right? This is a new daily range because we're actually taking the high. And if we use a Fibonacci here, we will want to below the 50% or right when there's something here. So I'm just going to wait until we see some sort of reaction here and some sort of retracement. So I'm staying away from US30 right now. Changing the script a little bit because I was checking DXY last week. And if you guys see here, we had a reaction from this gap on the left, but we took sell side already. And then we are continuing this sort of trend. Right on the daily time frame, we had higher lows and higher highs, and this is a new higher high. We tapped into the gap, and we had a reaction, but the structure on the DXY did not change, guys. Right? We're still trading between this leg right here, and we can just consider this is a retracement, and then to trade back higher. And then I will want to see this high getting taken based on this price action. So that actually matches with euro dollar because there are some sort of equal lows right there on the euro dollar that we're trading lower, and actually matches the analysis that Jake just shared about GBP US dollar. There's a gap on the 4 hour, then I want to see some sort of retracement, right? And then trading back lower to see and take this high on the DXY. Right? So yeah, that's all I have. I'm actually checking gold as well. That's thanks to Ken, because I'm still speechless about that call. Okay, so I want to show you guys. This is the weekly gap from where we are reacting from. Well, actually, there's the weekly gap is slightly below this candle here. Going to the daily time frame, right? So this was a daily time frame. There's a gap here on the daily time frame, right? And we're actually manipulating the previous daily low. But I want to see then the way we're going to trade here. If we bounce, this is a good area to bounce because we have the gap, we have some sort of order block here. We're manipulating the previous daily low, and we've been bullish for the previous days, weeks, and months. So what I'm waiting is some sort of change in the market structure. I was checking at this on Asia, of course, because I've been checking the gold and it's been moving on Asia, but of course I'm not gonna do anything there. But if then at 9:30, which is right now, and then 10 a.m., if we start to trend above this high and we do have some sort of structure to trade higher, then I'll say it's going to start bouncing from here, and we will be able to find some sort of retracement here to trade higher. Right, this matches this pretty much the 50% of the daily gap and the 50% of this 4 hour gap. So the way we are rejecting the price here, it's starting to look interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for today, guys. Trade safe. Take the most obvious targets. Do not rush it. We still have tomorrow and Friday when we finally have news. You see the prices pretty much, at least for the indexes, this is in a range. This is getting interesting here because if you see, this low is getting taken, right? And we're tapping into the daily gap. And what happens here? Look at this. ES isn't taking that low. So we have a divergence in price here between both assets. So that actually, it's a confluence that works for me to start building a narrative to take the opposite liquidity, which will be the previous daily high and the Asian high, and so on. So I'm going to go to the lower time frame right here. If let me check the M15 real quick. Okay, so M5. So if we close above this gap right here on the M5, right, then I'm going to be looking for longs towards the high. So it's going to be pretty much like this. As soon as we close above this gap, so we disrespect this gap on the M5, I'll say that now we took out this low, and then we're going to start changing the trend on the lower time frame to take out that high. Right? That's going to be pretty much my play for today.
Nice. Okay. I'm glad that we all meet on the idea of gold going back towards the upside. I think that's where most of the traders are standing right now. Because I mean, a fun fact that Nestor shared it today, and basically we've paid about 4 million in the third quarter, and I guarantee that 50% of that is going to be just traders taking long on gold. I'm 100% sure about that. But yeah, we've got pretty much the same levels as well, so align there. Thanks for the indexes analysis,
Yes, sir.
Angel. Appreciate it. Chaitanya is asking, do you trade gold frequently, Angel?
No, I do not. You know, I actually think that gold is a whole. It doesn't respect anything, at least for my trading style. So I don't like it. But like after watching Ken calling a double tap out of nowhere between an uptrend, I was like, okay, I need to look at this because this is just impossible. So that's what I was looking at. So I just got into that level that I think that we can bounce, and the guys were actually talking about the same level to bounce. So it makes it really interesting. So we want to see the way the price trades and behaves between that part of the range. So yeah, Chaitanya, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Ken, would you mind just briefly before we close the stream, just collaborate a little bit on the two positions that you are having, if you can share the analysis.
Yes, my man.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna no one's showing the stream. Yeah, Ken is now. Perfect.
Alrighty then. Okay, we'll go over to Dixie. Okay. Dollar's obviously long right now. Well, in an uptrend. I would expect this to carry on. We've obviously covered the key factors on a macro level that are supporting dollar at the moment. It's the optimism. There is optimism. US and China are going to hash out something or make some progress this week in Malaysia. We're waiting for updates on that. And the government shutdown, I don't know. But what I do know is that at some point they're going to get it sorted, and the dollar obviously is going to roar back on that. And then, as I say to you guys, when you look at, we looked at this already, but when you look at the CMC sort of pricing, I see this is a really, really big deal. You know, this is taking pricing into a whole nother level, because look at the whole next sort of over 12 months. It's very much priced in. You see this probability to ease is very high for over a year. Okay, well over a year. So where we're so one-sided on rate cut pricing, I see that as a dollar positive. That at the end of the day, just like we were so overcrowded with gold longs, right? At some point, the pendulum has to swing back the other way. So it's the same hit sort of principle here, where we're so priced in. It's just going to take something to trigger, and we will get that that dollar push, in my opinion. But I still say it'd be capped at 100. Like, see how it deals with 100. With UJ, the longs that I took here. Obviously, I said to you guys before, I'm not a massive, excuse me, guys, I'm not massively a fan of the dollar yen pairs. However, obviously, we've seen the new prime minister officially coming into play now, and she obviously is going to, I reckon she'll move quite quickly with wanting to get her fiscal measures over the line, i.e., you know, cutting taxes, try and persuade the BOJ from hiking rates for a while she gets her policies underway. So I think this could have an impact, a negative impact on yen for a little while. We saw some comments overnight from a Japanese finance ministry official, and he refused to comment on FX rates. So they're not commenting for now. They're not trying to intervene in any way. So I think yen has clearance for further weakness. Again, this depends on market sentiment. As long as the US and Chinese situation doesn't worsen, and as long as the government shutdown situation doesn't worsen, and make some progress there, then this could be good for these longs that I've got in place. Structure, obviously. Oh, sorry, just on the weekly. Sorry, first of all, structure, as you can see, we are, you know, grinding to the upside after a long period of consolidation. You can see here we're consolidating. We had this fake out here, this range, suck back in, but then the balls were like doubling down and like, bam, breakout. We have broken out now of this awful range. Let's get a continuation to the upside. You can see, obviously, most recently, we had this was that push here into 153, pull back. You can obviously see that as a potential bull flag here. Here's all of our momentum, our pole. We've had a breakout, and now we've just got this sort of 4-hour structure at the moment, these high highs and these high lows. And I got in, obviously, as I explained, watching that Asian range and saw the double bottom here. And I took those longs here just in anticipation of that bounce. My stop placement is, I've left quite a lot of breathing room, as you can see. Usually I would just leave a little bit of breathing room below this previous low area. But the reason I've done that is because Obviously, I've seen before where, if you look at this, let me just remove this a moment just so I can explain my thinking. If you look here where we broke out of this structure, so let me show you. So when I'm talking about structure, I'm talking about this pullback here where we're printing these lower highs, lower lows. We had this breakout retest, and then we went to the north. Now, if you look, again, just thinking like from the herd mentality of retail guys, obviously we've got inverse head and shoulders, the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, where we then broke structure. There's the risk that we come and pull back and fake out somewhere near here. Obviously, my stops are not all the way down there, but I think there's always that risk that we could just sort of fake out and then carry on. So I've just left that into consideration, but I will tighten up when we do sort of break above this high, pull back. I will tighten these stops quite quickly and bring them up here and potentially add to those longs when we get up to this sort of mid 52 region and carry on with the structure. I've also got UCAD longs, which are taking a piss right now. They were moving quite nicely, but something sort of triggered here, and we've come all the way back down to almost to my entry. But same sort of thing with this really as UJ. We are sort of structured to the upside, as you can see. Clearly, here's me thinking that we've obviously got this new higher low. We had staged a rebound on the 4 hour today. You can see we had a nice liquidity sweep, which is why I entered. If you look down here, we had a sweep of Asian liquidity, Asian range low there. I waited for that closure above there or thereabouts and took those longs. And obviously, yeah, it's sort of now what we've gone and done is freaking sweep the Asian range high. And we're coming back down for a potential retest. So let's see. But yeah, that's just looking pure. This is pure technicals at the moment, what's happening here with that liquidity sweep on both sides. So let's see. But those are the two trades that I have running right now.
Okay, looks good. Looks good. I don't know what happened with the euro. Or I mean, looking at the index, there's nothing suggesting it was something fundamentally based, because we are basically going down but slowly. It's not like big bearish candles, at least from the index standpoint. So me personally, I don't know if you have any insight for euro, but I don't know why is euro weakening right now. Could it be just market correction?
Yeah.
Not really sure.
Yeah, no, to be fair, it probably is what you've said. It's just market correction. At the end of the day, that Dixie is obviously 50% euro weighted. So obviously euro's getting dragged down. I think probably profit taking and just, as you say, correction. There's nothing nothing's come out,
Yeah.
Nothing's come out to change this direction. It's just, purely technicals are in play at the moment. And obviously this is what I mean about the dollar pairs right now with this sort of structure. We are, these lower highs, lower low, and obviously euro's in process of that new lower low. And obviously if that comes and tries to produce this lower low, I assume there's going to be a lot of stops here, and we're going to see quite a quick move down towards 114 like we saw here in July. I think it's very possible. I know you may not think as drastic as that, but I think it could continue falling.
Okay, yeah, it is possible. It is possible with the current momentum. Not against it. That's why I don't want to go for longs. I was hoping we're going to reverse. We did not, so I'm not going for that till we have sorted out the government situation in the US, because, as you said, there's basically the or might be actually the positive thought on reopening the government or ending the shutdown. So yeah, till that happens, I'll probably stay out of the dollar. But the bullish momentum, you're kind of profiting on it. So
let's see.
It goes good for you so far.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, this UJ, I'm like when you execute and you feel pretty confident. I feel like it's one of those. I mean, I'm confident most executions, but this one, I like it a lot at the moment. It just looks pretty clean to me now, and it just looks like we're going to replicate. When you look left here, why I've picked 56 as well of all levels, well, just above 56, because we've seen it many times before. You can see the freedom that this has. There's not a lot of congestion in the way from here up and beyond. There's a lot of freedom. We've seen it numerous times here, so I think that can happen again, especially with the current fundamentals around yen at present.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Basically, Japanese yen, all driven by a fiscal policy, so I don't think that's going to change. Politicians wouldn't be good for the party. So
yeah, man,
there's nothing that Bank of Japan can do at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, thank you so much for analyzing the trades. Looks good. I think
Right.
we're good to go. Just so you guys, next Monday, the big trader's coming joining us. You can ask him live. At the same time, what I wanted to suggest to you, if you want to get on the lives within the Discord that I'll be having on Friday, message me on Instagram. You can join, share your analysis, be part of the community. So feel free to reach out on Instagram. Thank you both, guys, for sharing the market insights and the trades. And I'll see you again on Monday. If you have any questions for our trader, feel free to write them down. You can ask them. You can ask him as well. So in that I'll see you Monday again.
Sure. Take care, guys.
See you,
Have a
Jake.
great one.
See you, Angel. Have a
See
good one, my
you.
legends.